I was watching a horror movie the other day. I was watching The Ring. Has everybody ever seen The Ring? The Japanese version, exactly. The movie, not the bullshit Naomi Watts bullshit. The Ring and The Grudge, you know, I love those movies, but I feel like Asian people should feel about those movies the way that black people feel about BET. Just like conflicted, you know, just like, my people are working, but these are some fucked up images that they're putting out. Because I feel like a little more racist now. Like, if I'm walking down the street and an unattended Asian child walks towards me, I will cross the street. I will clutch my bag and go, he's possessed! If Ali Wong is coming down at me in the street, especially if she's like breakdancing a little bit, or she's got scrubs on, or she takes a yawn that sounds like A couple months ago, there was a movie called The Honey in Connecticut. Did anybody see that movie? Good job. We shouldn't have. But I saw the posters, and the whole thing about it was like based on a true story. It's like The Honey in Connecticut, based on true events. And there's all these movies that keep coming out like based on real life. Things happened and someone told us, and we put it in this movie. Watch it, won't you run on sentence? And it made me think, I'm like, God, there's a lot of, that means that there's two things that are happening. Number one, there's a lot of haunted houses out there. And number two, the only people going into them are fucking agents. That's it. Just with development deals ready to go, walking into a haunted house like, this place reeks of murder, which smells like Benjamin Sun. And I wonder if that means that, like, there are ghosts that are out there bitter about who's playing them in the movies. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a ghost on a phone call with the agent, like, wait a minute, what? You got that empty husk of a person to play me? I didn't get caught in the crossfire during the Revolutionary War to have Tara Reid, dead-eyed whisper act her way through my afterlife story. I'm sorry, what? I did not get thrown overboard on this hotel boat by my insanely jealous husband to have Shelley Long on the opposite side of Humpable play me after Helen Hunt left to do Pay It Forward. Excuse me? Me and my little triplet sisters were not strangled to death in this small town library by the founder of this small town to have Eddie Murphy play us all. Enough of the dismount. I prefer black, by the way, if you're going to address me by race in a conversation and I know you, not just like walk up to me on the street, black, and go walk away. I like African American, it's too many syllables, you know, it's not efficient. Like if we're walking through the forest and you sing in the quicksand and you don't know my name, excuse me, how are you? Not going to get that out. But if you're like, black, there with the rope, and I pull you out, oh, thank you, black. You want the blackest black of black. And then I kicked it back in. You went too far. I think also I had this weird relationship with it because I once did this panel once, a long time ago. I was the only black person on the panel. The moderator was a white woman. Audience, half black. So one of the first questions was, why is that the only black person on the panel? And the moderator was like, that's interesting. That is an interesting question. He is the only African American on the panel. And I was like, did she just call me nigger in a pause? Which relates to my next story. I'm a black actor. Sometimes I don't have time to say both words. But I've done a lot of commercials, and commercials are all about type. It's all about like how you know, it's all about how you, what kind of thing you fit into. You know what I mean? Like, here are the descriptions for the commercials that come out when I go out for them, and some things that I've booked, they're always looking for something that fits into a certain box. So I was like, we're looking for something like kind of a Chris Rocky, kind of a Chris Tucker, kind of a Chris Rocky, kind of a Dave Chappelle, kind of a Chris Tucker, kind of a fast talking, kind of a famous actor, kind of a lip smacking, no gum taking, kind of a electric boogaloo, kind of a Chris Rocky, kind of a Chris Tucker, kind of a Chris Rock, sort of a watermelon eating, kind of a great soda drinking, kind of a Chris Tucker, kind of a Chris Rock skydiving, kind of Chris Rock fighting with an animal. If Chris Rock had an alligator in a headlock, what would it say? Action. like, I feel like Sprite and McDonald's are the first people to be like, black people eating this shit all the time. Let's make commercials with nothing but black people in them, and they exist. Like a couple months ago, there was a McDonald's commercial. It was like a hip hop video, and no one knew what the hell it was until the end. What the dude was like, "Girl, got some yellow chicken McNuggets." And like, I guess I'm a representative because all my white friends are just like, "Darren, have you seen this? It's an outrage." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've watched BET for more than 1 minute since it existed, and that's every commercial." It's just like, "Can I get some yellow chicken McNuggets? Let's go to Staples. All time losers on serious condition." And to leave here, I'll tell you this. I went to the McDonald's radio spot like a year ago, and I'll never forget it because it's etched on the TiVo in my mind. And here's how it went verbatim, all right? This is how it went. This is a real commercial that did. "Man, who do you think started putting cheese on the fillet of fish?" "I don't know, I got to shake his hand." "Would you give him a fist bump?" "Maybe." "Chest bump?" "Nah." "How about a chest bump and then a double fist bump Christmas on the flip side?" "I don't even know what that is." Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, we're ethnic. Here's how I booked it. I said, "What voice would make my ancestors weep?" And I did that, and they were like, "Fantastic!" Draw off a contract for this. African American gentleman. Thank you very much, everyone.